Hello everyone, welcome to video class. Today I am going to explain 5th chapter, Marketing Organization and Control. Students, the marketing manager is nowadays faced with the tasks of achieving various predetermined objectives. These objectives may relate to profit maximization, customer satisfaction, image building or sales maximization. For achieving these objectives, proper organization is required. It means the marketing policies and strategies are properly implemented, authorities and responsibilities are properly delegated for achieving the marketing objectives. So, first let us understand the meaning of the organizing. Organizing is a managerial function. It is a framework of relationship among different persons in an organization which specifies their authority, responsibility and duties. Organization is thus a mechanism through which policies are executed into actions. Marketing organization is made up of two words, that is marketing and organization. So, here we can observe the definitions. According to George Terry, organization is the establishment of effective authority, relationship among selected work, person and workplace in order for the group to work together. According to Cundiff, Still and Goroni, the marketing organization provides the vehicle for marketing decisions on the product, marketing channels, physical distribution, promotion and prices. These are the definitions. In general, you can understand the marketing organization is a group of marketing persons brought together to make decisions on marketing areas like product, price, place and promotion. Let us understand the needs of marketing. First one is lack of initiation. Means locate the responsibilities to the members. To balance individual goals and organization goals. Means fix the authority among the subordinates. To avoid conflict. Avoid repetitive duties among the members. So that we can avoid conflict easily. Organization ensures proper performance of different functions. It enables the top executives to devote more time for planning policy matters. Nature of marketing job. Explain the nature of the marketing job to the members. Next, organizational structure. Organizational structure. In the organizational structure is classified on the basis of two types. In the classical model, we have already learned in the organizational behavior subject. Classical classifications are line and staff, line organizations, functional organizations and committee organizations. On the basis of modern school of thought, various types of organization structures are functional organization, product-based organization, customer-based organization, geographical, combine-based or matrix organizations. Let us go through the in detail. Types of marketing organization structure is in this figure. Functional, product, market customers, geographical, combination of 4. Line and staff organization. Line and staff organization. Here, see in this figure, line and staff organization, I will explain in detail. In most business firms, the marketing job is structured around few line functions and few staff functions. Line functions are responsible to sales department. Here are marketing department. These are the line functions and these are the staff functions, financial, marketing and personal. It provides expert advice for specialists and enable young sales executives to acquire expertise. The disadvantage is decision making is taken by the top management and too much is expected from the executives. This is the line and staff organization. This is a classical approach. Now the modern approach is functional organization. See here in the here different departments are exhibited in this figure. Functional organization means here the division of work based on the specializations. It promotes application of expert knowledge. The main disadvantage of this is lack of coordination among the divisions, different divisions, so that there may be a decisions or the decisions may be delayed. It promotes a centralization. This is the functional organization. In the product oriented organization, there are large number of products and different sales manager, training departments and promotion departments are differentiated according to the different products. Product oriented organization is based on which it divides the organization into units based on different types of products. The advantage of the product based organization is it facilitates the effective coordination. The salespersons can render better customer services as they possess good knowledge of the product and they may have close contact with the customers. The disadvantage is there may be duplication of activities, and the same salesperson can reach the same customer and represents a separate product, which creates confusion in the minds of the customer. This is the disadvantage. Customer oriented or market oriented organization. Under this organization, different sales executives or director here, direct customers, wholesale customers, intermediaries, and other government officers and foreign customers. There may be many number of customers, many number of sales executives deal with these customers in different categories. This type of organization structure is used when firms focus greater attention on different types of customers. This is suitable for large businesses. The advantage is it takes into account needs of each class of customers, also help them in deciding specialized products, pricing and distribution and promotion policies for different group of customers. This organization is divided into different characteristics like social class and religions. The main disadvantage is it may lead to underutilization of resources in the same department. These type of sales organizations are not suitable for the small enterprises. This is customer oriented market oriented organization. Next one is geographic or territory based organization. Here this organization is divided on the basis of zones, east, north, west and south zones, and different regional sales managers and district sales managers are existed, and as different sales staff are employed. In geographic oriented organization, the main advantage is it helps in taking knowledge of local customers. It saves money and time. And the main disadvantage is it requires number of managerial persons and duties are controlled from the headquarters. Last one is complex matrix form of organization. Complex organizations are those organizations which are a mixture of all the four. Before we have discussed that line and staff organization, product based organization and territory based organization. These types of organizations can also be called as multi-product or multi-market firm. They have head offices and many staff departments. This is also structured in the grid form. And students, let us have the look on the essentials of good marketing organization. Essentials, first one is clarity of relation between line and staff people, means proper and meaningful integration of line and staff function is necessary. Second one is levels and span of control. Span of control refers to number of subordinates being controlled by a superior. More levels in the organization lead to inefficient communication. Also, there may be delay in flow of information. So, a good marketing organization should avoid too many levels. Third one, role of clarity. A good marketing organization structure should try to maintain clarity in the job requirement. Example, basic functions, roles and responsibilities and financial powers of an executive should be clearly defined. Effective coordination. The marketing departments of organization should have effective coordination with the various other departments like finance, personnel, production and corporate planning, etc. Fifth one, market oriented. A market organization should be structured around the products and the markets. Sixth, recognizing informal relations. An organization structure defines both horizontal and vertical relations between the people. Sometimes there may be a formal and informal relations. Informal relations are also helpful in team building for the organization. Next, flexible structure. Marketing organization should be adjusting to the changing needs of the market environment. And eighth one, maintaining balance. Different levels of organization should avoid extreme and excess of different level and should be balanced for smooth functioning of the operations. Ninth one, perpetual existence. There should be a continuous existence, and the organizations or companies should stand in the complex situations also. It also face the changing needs in the market and adapt according to that. Cost effectiveness. Organization structure is very expensive. A balance between the cost and benefit should be maintained. Flow of information. A two-way flow of information should be there in the organization in bottom and top of the from the bottom to the top and top to the bottom. Smooth flow of information both ways ensure better functioning of the organization. Let us understand the factors affecting the organization. Here are many of the some of the factors: management's philosophy, type of the product line, markets, channel distribution, needs and requirements of the customer, business conditions and environment, and sales activity. First one is, let us see the first one, management's philosophy. Organization planning and its working is influenced by the philosophy, which can be good or bad. It means the policies or what the policies and rules are framed should be followed by the management. Here the organization philosophy policies may be centralization or decentralization, individual action or group action. Type of the product, the nature of the product is influenced here. They say there may be some technical products and FMCG products. Product line, the length of the product line determines its size. Next, market relates to various factors like size of the market, location of the market, and location, nature of the product, and scope of the market. Channels of distribution may be classified into two types: direct channel, indirect channel. You have already we have discussed in previous sessions. Direct channel means own sales force. The producer may introduce own sales force and sells to the consumer. Indirect channel, the goods are sold with the help of the intermediaries. The intermediaries sell the goods to the final user immediately after leaving the producer. The product leaves from the producer, and the intermediaries take it and sells it to the final consumer. Next, needs and requirements of the consumer. Market today are highly complex because changing needs of the customer. So companies should understand the customer's demands and provide better and new facilities. Business conditions and the environment. Here the organization have to note about the type of the environment and nature of requirement and rate of change in industries. And the last one is sales activity. The size of the marketing depends on the size of the marketing organization depends on the sale activity. If more are the sales, the size of the firm is large. If the less are the sales, the size of the firm is very less. Students, this is all about the marketing organizations. First one, we have discussed here the organization structures, types, needs, and factors. Thank you.